All right, welcome back. Femi Osanyintolu joins us now. He's the general manager of the Lagos State, that's LASEMA. Thank you for coming. LASEMA, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency.
Yes.
All right, then. Yeah, you were attending some emergencies on your way here. What happened where you were?
Well, there was a road traffic accident, and as emergency manager, I have to coordinate my people to assist them.
I hope they're all okay now.
Everybody is okay. They've been transferred to our accident and emergency along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and all is well. And immediately I contacted your producer that I have this emergency that I'm handling, that I will join you.
Where exactly did this accident happen?
Well, it's after the toll gates, after the former toll gates. That's where we have 2 vehicles with a lorry.
Okay. What's going on about this LASEMA and NEMA? NEMA accuses LASEMA of trying to stifle them, preventing them from functioning as an emergency agency in Lagos, saying that the Commissioner for Special Duties wrote them, asking them to remain as secondary, and that you have appeared several times on television saying you're not primary responders, contrary to the LASEPA Establishment Act. Is that correct?
There is no fear. You see, the most important thing that you have to know when you are managing emergency is that there must be a protocol, and all hands has to respect that protocol. If not, you will discover that the emergency scene will be jam-packed and there will be problem. And that is why we want everybody to respect that protocol. And the protocol is so simple that, look, the impact, let's look the analogy very well. The impact of any disaster is to the grassroots. So the key thing is that you will have to build, if you are a very focused emergency manager, you have to build that resilience from the grassroots, where the impact will be. For example, if there is emergency at Badagry, are you going to move the state SEMA or NEMA from Ikeja to Badagry, a Lagos state that is metropolitan, considering the traffic jam? No. What you need to do is that you build the resilience of Badagry for them to identify what they are vulnerable to, and for them to be able to respond to any form. And that is why in Lagos State we have what we call the local emergency management committee. And that local emergency management committee will definitely kickstart emergency response anywhere in the state. We move further. We've developed our state emergency management agency in such a way that can join the other people. And we have a viable first responders in place. So we are now saying that, look, NEMA, you are the secondary responders.
Is that correct?
Yeah, they are secondary responders anywhere all over the world.
But
go and look at the protocol. In a state that they don't have local emergency management committee, in a state that they don't have state emergency management agency, that is when NEMA it now becomes the first responders.
But
when you are talking about emergency management agency, let us get it straight. Emergency management agency, they are the coordinating. They coordinate. What is NEMA coordinating? No.
Before we get to that,
is a secondary responder.
Let me read that.
When we need them, we will call them.
When you need them. So
well,
you
are the detriment of those
not
in
detriment.
need? No. For instance, this last one happened at about 3 in the morning.
Which one?
The last building
The
collapsed.
last building that
and they were there.
Let's get it straight.
The last building that collapsed in Butameta.
Okay, you see what I'm trying to say. The last building that collapsed, let's look at it. The last building that collapsed in Lagos State, the major one, occurred 10 o'clock. The one that collapsed at Butameta is 2:35 a.m. It's not 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Now, when that one occurred, in Lagos State we have emergency number. What we did is that we kickstart our it is a style.
What time did your people get there?
When my people get there immediately. Let's
what
see.
Time is immediately?
What time do you say immediately? It occurred around 2:35. My people get there around 240, 245.
Is that
now,
immediate?
It is immediately.
Sorry. Let's just go back a bit. At first you said you called at 245. Now you say it's 235.
No. What I'm saying is that the incident occurred 235. By 245, we are already on top of it. What do you mean by on top of it? We've already know what is going on. How do we get to that level? We got to that level in the sense that immediately it occurred, the incident commander of that place, who happened to be the chairman of that local government, moved in.
When you say moved in, it's one thing to walk in. It's another thing to save lives.
No.
I can go in there. I can't say I moved in. Because if you haven't saved lives.
When an emergency manager said that somebody moved in, which means that person is now on top of the game. The local chairman, who happened to be the incident commander of our local emergency management agency, moved in immediately.
Did he get there before NEMA?
100%.
NEMA says
No. It's not possible now.
LASEMA.
You see, let me tell you something. And that is why we are saying, and we keep on emphasizing it. When you are talking about communications is the nucleus of emergency management. And that is the key thing here. We are not competing. We are saving goals. We are saving lives.
Okay,
we are
so
working.
That's why you don't want NEMA talking to the press.
Not that we don't want NEMA to talk to the press. Press is part of us. I was handling emergency today, but I make it a point of duty to attend to this program. Do you know why? Because press is part of us. Apart from their whistleblowers, apart from they keep us on toes, they help us disseminate information. Look at what happened June 27, 2002. It was because information was not properly disseminated. So we understand the key role of press. And press has always been our major stakeholder. We remembered that when we wanted to kick-start this local emergency management committee in place, we came to channels to inform people that, look, we are going to have a viable local emergency. And all the chairmen of our local government will be the incident commander of our local emergency management agency.
Permit me to come in here. Before now, you've had a good relationship with NEMA. You've worked together. Why did it get to the point where you chased off their official from the site?
We did not chase them. What we are saying is that, okay, when we get to the site, look at what's happening during the...
Maybe we should let you see this.
Is this on their website?
No. I will talk now. Let's look at this.
Let's look at this.
Look at what happened during the plane crash.
We're not going to the plane crash. Let's see this video.
I will move into that place. I will move into the place. Look at what happened during the June clash. When the June crash occurred, all the top echelon were on the ground. We are able to share information and we disseminate information at a go.
Okay, now I like you to look at this. NEMA says, that's Mr. Farinloye. NEMA says your agency instigated the arrest of his NEMA's men, which we see now. Is that true?
Okay.
What happened here?
Let me ask you something. In any place, let me tell you something. In any place, when we have emergency, it must be a command control chains. There must be a chains of information.
Yeah.
In your organization, there is head of this organization. In your own department, there's head of this department. Nobody that is working as a team will just start disseminating information without clearing it from the head.
Is that what happened there?
What happened the last time that we tried to put it in place was that we are all working together. And when you mean that we are working together, it is a teamwork. Emergency management is a teamwork. Despite the fact that...
Isn't it? Because if an arrest is being made, those working will be distracted. They will stop working. If you arrest my boss at a scene, I can't have that moral, should I say, justification or feeling to continue working. The drive is already lost. So I'll be... Mr. Osanyintolu, we know all of this. That is why we want to see that this is stopped.
When you are looking at emergency sites, there is a protocol. we have two outer cordons. We have the inner cordons. Inner cordons is that, look, nobody can move into the site. That is up there. That is inner cordon, which means the rescue people are working there.
All this,
yes,
all of this,
outer cordon. It's a strategy.
We get the point. Mr. Osanyintolu, the thing is this. Just a minute.
We are ready to work with NEMA.
The thing is this.
We are ready to work
all
with
of
NEMA
this, your
in a synergy.
Outer cordon,
it has to be
inner cordon.
Protocol.
Just hold on. All of this protocol that you're talking about.
Yes.
It's getting in the way of saving lives.
It's not.
And that's what's going on here. Yes,
no,
because
no.
All right, give us the scenario. If an accident occurs,
yes,
and assuming without conceding, NEMA gets there before LASEMA, what should they do? They should get there, wait for protocol.
Let me ask you something. How will it be possible? Let's look at it.
For NEMA to get there first?
How will it be possible for NEMA to get there first?
I said hypothetically, if NEMA gets there first,
for example, I'm coming over here. Let me say something. For example, I'm coming over here.
We're losing time. Just respond.
And there's an emergency.
Could you respond to this question?
If NEMA get there first, you get what I'm going to say? The NEMA will kickstart emergency response. Simple. If NEMA...
What happens to the protocol?
Which protocol?
The one you talked about.
Look, let me tell you something. Any protocol in emergency must be able to be adjusted. There's nothing rigid.
So why are we having issues?
There's nothing rigid in them. And you will see that the letter we've even written to them, that if we call them, if we work hand in hand, it's a synergy.
Why would you write a letter to NEMA saying you should only come to an emergency scene when you call them?
That is the protocol. That is
I don't understand.
And this protocol...
Who is more important? Let's get this. Is it a Lagosian that when we talk about... Is it a Nigerian? Because now we're talking about this state. Let's talk about Lagos State. Who is more important? Is it the Lagosian that everyone is talking about? Because the governance we talk about is all about the man and the woman out there here on the street. And you say if someone is dying and NEMA can get there before you, shouldn't until he gets a call from you. That's a letter.
No, that's a letter you wrote. No, that's a letter you wrote.
At least that means the letter should be written in a better language.
We are explaining things to you now. You
want to interpret English?
We are
to me that is
English,
in black
and
white.
I'm telling you that I'm a professional in emergency management, and I'm telling you that in any organization there must be protocol how you respond to emergency.
Protocol, and which you put down on letter, is that
when a NEMA office, when we are interacting in emergency, it has to be properly coordinated. We don't want our emergency scenes to be tampered. Do NEMA have, you see, when you are talking about this, we share a lot of information together. We build capacity together. So there's nothing.
Let me read the comments from a viewer who is watching. Henry Asede says, LASEMA is playing politics with the truth. They don't want any glory to go to any federal agency. That is the truth. Is that correct?
It's not correct. Because if we don't want glory to go to them, I'm one of the key pilots that make sure that we have Southwest NEMA in here. I'm one of the key pilots here. And I work hand in hand with NEMA. So why will I do that?
Well, this Boy Scouts
what we are saying is that there must be a protocol in managing.
But you didn't answer my question. That is the most painful, because I'm asking who is more important, the man dying or the protocol, LASEMA, NEMA? Who is more important?
The man dying.
So why not go out and save the man and forget about making arrests at the scene?
No. You see, look, when you are looking at emergency